Well, Lee County School Board members will look into changing the current code of conduct that deals with LGBTQ issues. The policy has been controversial with some parents and students, and some board members claim they didn't even know what was in the code. Christina Evans is live outside the Lee County School District with that story. Christina.
Good morning, Chris. And yes, parents and who are concerned over this code of conduct that was actually passed unanimously back in June of 2020, and it's resurfaced in the past 2 weeks because parents are saying they didn't know exactly what was listed in those rules. Now, the purpose of the code of conduct is to ensure that the set goals and the intentions of the Lee County School District, covering rights and responsibilities as well as discipline measures. In fact, the current mission in the code is to ensure that each and every student reaches his or her highest potential. And in this case, the his or her gender terms have proven to be controversial. The current code says that all students are allowed to be involved in school activities that are consistent with their gender identity. Students are allowed to be referred to as the gender pronoun and name consistent with their personal gender identity, as well as students can bring same gender dates to school-sponsored events. Students are also allowed to access restrooms that are consistent with their gender identity. And it's that last statement, the one about them being able to access the restrooms, that has come under fire from parents who are opposed to allowing this in the school system. Now, in the last meeting, parents were upset at the possibility of students sharing bathrooms if they are not of the same biological sex, despite how a student may identify. And now one lone student took to the stand last week at the meeting to express that he felt that this was not something that was that major of an issue, and he felt that parents should sort of step back and allow the students who actually have to attend school every day to make these decisions.
Is a policy, so it's just kind of there as theory. Have there been any actual cases or issues regarding the policy in the schools?
So, Chris, I reached out to school board members to find out whether or not there had been any formal complaints, and I didn't hear back. But what I can say from talking to parents and students, they say that this was something that kind of went unnoticed for a long time. And many of them, like I said, weren't even really aware that the policy was in place. So I don't have that answer of whether or not there were any formal complaints. But most people, like they said, they just had no idea this was going on.
And the school district maintains that, hey, this has been the policy for a year now. Why has it spread so quickly just within the last couple of weeks?
And one thing that we are finding is that this has actually taken off on social media. There have been Facebook posts that have had hundreds of shares about this exact issue, and comments out just keep coming in with people sharing their opinion. And one woman actually even reached out to us and let us know that she got a mass text message from an unknown number telling her to come out to tonight's meeting to be able to express how she feels about the code of conduct. So either way, social media is playing a big part in how this message is spreading.
Absolutely, Christina. Thank you very much for that report. We will be there to cover that meeting later today. Let's start